Hello, my name is Dr. Dave Schalow. I am going to show you how to get rich in America. The reason for the topic is I start a lot of my classes off with a question to the students. How many of you want to get rich? Raise your hand. And I look out and I see lots of people with their hands raised. I don't know about you, but I hope right now your hand is raised too. Because we are going to talk. I know exactly how to do it. I've been studying this my entire life. And I'm going to show you here in the next few minutes exactly what you have to do to get rich. There's only a few ways. It's not an unlimited number of ways. So let's get to it. First of all, we'll start with what this program is not going to teach you. We're not going to teach you how to win the lottery. Winning the lottery is not a way to get rich in America. Again, somebody wins. I'm not saying that nobody ever wins. Somebody does win, but frankly, it's not a retirement plan. You can't count on it. That is not what we teach in financial planning. Also, we're not going to teach you that luck is involved. There is no luck. Now, there's luck in winning the lottery, but like I said, that's not what we're going to talk about here. Uh, Luck implies you don't have to do anything and magical fall out of the sky and touch you. No. What we're going to talk about is going to be having a plan. You have a conscious plan to accomplish your goal of becoming rich. Also, we're not really going to focus on getting rich quick. This is not about quick. This is methodical, step by step, and it's going to take some time. I'd be lying to you if I tell you anything else. If you ever get into a program and they tell you they're going to, these things don't apply, you probably want to apply for a refund. Okay, here's the number one method of getting rich: being an outstanding, amazing, great employee. Really, being an employee is a way to get rich. However, got some steps. Got to go to school. Most of you probably did that. A really good school. Well, maybe a lot of us didn't do that. Number two, get really good grades. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. C, after you graduate, go to more really good schools. Graduate school is a must for this strategy. Finally, graduate school as a doctor, lawyer, professional, CPA, partner level, or become a CEO with a Fortune 500 company. You're going to make a big salary plus bonuses, 10, 15, 5 million a year. That's a way to get rich. Unfortunately, I know what some of you are saying. Oh, that ship has sailed. You already blew that. Too late. But fortunately for you, that's just one way. We have more. Two, and this will fit many more of you, being a regular employee. Yes, it is true. Being a regular employee, you can get rich. Now, frequently, again, programs like this, they always talk about all the stuff you should be doing, and they sort of badmouth the idea of being a regular employee. But reality is what it is. Most people are regular employees. And again, there's hope. You can still become. I regularly teach exactly this approach in my classes, and I've been doing it myself for many years. It really does work. You can become a multi-millionaire doing this as a regular employee, never much making more than 50, 60,000 a year. How do you do it? You invest your money. As little as $500 every single month, you can obtain millionaire type wealth. Now, again, there's some price to be paid here. We have to have some discretionary income. That means you have to spend less than you make. And you're going to take that difference and invest it every month. And it takes discipline. You got to do it every month, not months you feel like it. You don't touch it for any reason. Even though, ooh, I want a new car and I could get a better car because I have 15,000 in my investment account. No, you don't touch it for any reason. This is money for down the road, 30 years from now. And how are we going to invest it? We are going to stick it in a stock market index fund and let it ride. Don't think about it. Don't pay attention to what's going on in the news. Don't care about who wins the presidential election. Don't care about Congress. Just invest every single month for 20, 30 years, and you are going to have several $1,000,000. So that's number 2 way you can get rich. Works every time it's applied. It works. So don't dismiss this. 3, real estate investing. Oddly enough, those infomercials on TV you see, they work. They really do. People make money. There are countless examples of people who have started with little or no money and grew wealthy by investing in real estate. Now, downside, I've done this. It is scary. It is stressful. It is time consuming, regardless of what any of these gurus tell you, but it is worth it. The result is amazing. There's almost nothing like it. Another downside, requires skill and expertise. You're not going to master this by taking one course or taking my real estate investing class. That'll get you started, but there's a lot to it, and usually a lot more than the guru usually implies. Also, an advantage, there's lots of different methods you're likely to be able to find once you get exposed to the different methods. It is likely, regardless of your personality, that we can find you some kind of a method that actually fits what you are comfortable doing. So that is a good thing. But again, countless people have gotten rich investing in real estate. It is really true. What's not true is it's as easy as some of the gurus make it sound. 4, you could be an entrepreneur, start a brick and mortar business. You could start a plumbing business, electrical business, a retail shop, countless examples. Your imagination can run wild, but people get rich with brick and mortar businesses all the time. Dry cleaning business, grocery store, car dealership, whatever is, fits your background personality. Most people who are millionaires became that way by owning a boring, ordinary business. In your community, wherever you live right now, most of the millionaires own all those businesses you see. When you go shopping, if they're successful and they've been around for a few years, it is very likely that they are a millionaire. They don't necessarily drive a Ferrari, but again, they are modest millionaires. There was a book a few years ago called A Millionaire Next Door, which sort of had that as the theme. You would be shocked how many people in your community are millionaires, and you would never dream of it. You would know. And most of them got there by owning a business. The downside, it is risky. Standard Small Business Administration data, most fail. So they start, fail. However, a lot of those millionaires failed a couple times before they found the one that worked. So again, risk comes with being an entrepreneur. Again, if you can't handle that, don't like that, go back to being an employee and making your $1,000,000 or a couple million over time. It's going to take time to be an entrepreneur. They don't just open up the building and they're rich right away. It's not much different than being an employee. Another downside of this is usually a brick and mortar type business requires a large capital investment. Typical of thinking even a franchise, starting a Subway or a McDonald's, those type businesses in a franchise or even a real estate company. generally involves pretty large capital investment. And because it's risky and most fail, that's a deterrent to many people. 5, alternative, you're still going to be an entrepreneur and start a business, but you're going to make it a home-based business and frequently, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but many of these home-based businesses nowadays are online type ventures. Now, it doesn't change the fact most of these are going to fail. That's what comes with being an entrepreneur. Most fail. But with these, unlike the brick and mortar, you're only taking a small financial risk rather than throwing out $100,000 for a franchise. Again, most of these tend to be internet, online related. Lots of people, you would be shocked how many people are sitting at home in their living room making 10, 20, 30,000 per month with a little online eBay business or something like that. So don't dismiss that. There's a skill set, just like with the real estate. There is a lot more to it than most people realize. But again, if this fits your style or personality and you want to do this, you can learn all the skills. Network marketing is another example. People make fun of it. It's a home-based business. Maybe online nowadays, more of them are being online, but even if it isn't, it's still home-based. I know lots of people in those industry or in that industry that again have made an enormous amount of money, really obscene, crazy money. Advantage, small investment, learn skills that even if you never make any money in network marketing, you will experience the skill set that'll help you later on when you move into other things. Again, downside, most still fail, regardless of what your person who talked to you trying to get you into network marketing tells you. Most are going to fail, and those that don't fail, most are going to make only a little money. Only a very small percentage is going to make the really big money. But on some level, that's true in a lot of different ventures. Most people are never going to kind of make it to the final level. Doesn't mean you shouldn't go for it. It just means you need to have understand what you're doing. And finally, I just want to close this with it's not really a separate category, but in terms of skill set, sales and marketing can be applied to almost all the areas, whether we're talking employee, entrepreneurship, sales and marketing is a big deal, with the exception of the investing idea in terms of financial investing, stock market. The sales and marketing skills are something you should be working on. If you want to attain wealth and get rich in America, you got to learn something about sales and marketing. And again, there's tons of material available for you to learn. And all you have to do is set yourself up with a continuing ed program, personal self-development. Every month, learn something about sales and marketing. It will help you in lots of different areas. On that note, I'm going to turn you loose. You now know how, or at least the ways of getting rich in America. And I hope you all go out and do it. Thanks.